body chasing the truth.
So let's talk about Caleb Williams. You know, it's all about Caleb Williams 24 hours a day. This should be a stern warning to every team in the NFL to stay away from this guy. He is nothing but a pain. The number one overall pick in the draft he's predicted to be, and he still hasn't declared for the NFL draft. Right? This is the same player that hasn't played a down in the NFL that wants to be part owner of an NFL team. Welcome to 2023, where young people are beyond delusional, who haven't accomplished anything or done anything, think that they should be in charge of everything. So let's go over the Caleb Williams stats in college. At USC, he played 2 years. His first year, he was 11-3. This year, he was 7-5. Obviously, he didn't go to any big bowl games. He didn't play for the national championship. He didn't accomplish much. At Oklahoma, he was 5-2. That's it. That's his resume, right? That is his resume. Nothing more, nothing less. Caleb Williams plays in the Pac-12, where the teams literally throw the ball 35 to 50 times a game. So if you don't have big numbers in the Pac-12, you really got issues. You know, if you're throwing for 100 yards in the Pac-12, you need to go play Division III football. So Miller Moss, the backup quarterback that played in the Holiday Bowl for Caleb Williams, he was 23 for 33 for 372 yards and 6 touchdowns. Let that sink in. 6 touchdowns. That young man played 1 game the entire year. What if he played the entire season like Caleb Williams had 12 games under his belt? What kind of numbers would he have put up? So when Caleb Williams gets to the NFL, where you're only open by literally 4 inches, right? That's being open in the NFL, like from here to here is being open. It's not like college where guys are open by a few yards. You think that Caleb Williams should be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft? I mean, between his attitude and the fact that he's won absolutely nothing, he should not be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft whatsoever. He can't handle adversity whatsoever, like zero. After losses with his press conferences that he wants to go watch his shows and cuddle with his dogs. Yeah, just what the guys in the... Think about this, right? You're in a locker room. You're an offensive lineman. You got to slam 6 meals a day to get your weight up to be 335 pounds. It's uncomfortable. You're lifting weights. You're running, you're sprinting. You work your butt off to block for this guy or, to pass protect for this guy. And Caleb Williams' response to losing a football game is he wants to go cuddle with his dogs and watch his shows or go into the crowd and have a good cry on his mommy's shoulder. That's real inspiring. Super, super inspiring. Sounds like to me Caleb Williams needs to go to a therapist. Forget the crying on his mommy's shoulder. Forget, the comment about the shows and cuddling with his dog. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the simple fact that Caleb Williams has won absolutely nothing in his college career. Let that sink in again. 5-2 at Oklahoma. 5-2, played a total of 7 games. Best year at USC was 11-3. That was last year, and this year he was 7-5. Did not play in 1 major college bowl game, and he thinks that he should be part NFL owner. This is the LeBron effect, right? This is what happens when these athletes listen to guys like LeBron James. What is LeBron got to do? He's a basketball player. You're just hating. You're a hater. You're hating Caleb Williams. You're hating LeBron James. I can't stand LeBron James because he's ungrateful and he's delusional also. One of the biggest reasons why the NBA ratings are in the toilet bowl, like on Christmas, the ratings were as bad as a high school football game or something. American citizens are tired of somebody like LeBron James, who has made billions of dollars in the greatest country in the world, and he won't even stand for the national anthem. Now, hey, listen, that's his right. If he doesn't want to stand, he doesn't want to stand. But there's repercussions to that, right? Nobody wants to watch basketball. And if you think it's not because of LeBron, you have other NBA players that say it once in a while, but they're afraid to say it. LeBron has single-handedly ruined the NBA in their ratings because the biggest player in their league is anti-American. He constantly says racist things. Him and his wife are in a steroid scandal that the ESPN refuses to talk about. They're on a federal investigation for having steroids mailed to his house and mailed to other places. It gets no coverage whatsoever from ESPN. His attitude, LeBron James's attitude, is one of the biggest reasons why NBA fans are so turned off by the NBA and refuse to watch it, and their ratings are in the toilet. It's one of the biggest reasons. You can say whatever you want. If you think that Caleb Williams has never spoke to LeBron and LeBron put these stupid things in his head, like, you should be part owner, they're doing us wrong and all this other nonsense, you're fooling yourself. They're in California all the time. They run in similar circles, the celebrity / athlete circles. And Caleb Williams is getting his head pumped up to know that, he's LeBron Jr. at this point. I call it the LeBron effect. This is the LeBron effect on Caleb Williams. This man has won nothing in college football whatsoever. He should be thanking God every day that he's projected to be the number 1 overall pick and just come out and stop playing the games. Oh, I'm undecided. I might go back to college. I'm making a lot of money. It's all about Caleb Williams 24 hours a day. If I'm an NFL team, I say, no thank you. Michael Penix Jr., you know who he reminds me of? I'm talking about his humility and the way he carries himself. He really reminds me of Lamar Jackson. The way, Lamar Jackson to me comes across as super down to earth, grateful, and has humility. That's the way he comes across to me, and that's the way Michael Penix comes across to me also. If I'm an NFL team, when it comes to Caleb Williams, I say no thank you. Every single indication shows that he's going to be nothing but a pain. And you think when you give him millions of dollars that that's going to change? No, it's only going to get worse. The Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Antonio Brown. The list goes on and on of players that act like Caleb Williams who have won absolutely nothing in their career. And what makes Caleb Williams more dangerous is this. He's the quarterback. He's the leader of men in a locker room. He controls the team. And if there's one sport where the diva attitude doesn't work, it's football. It just doesn't work. Nothing made me cringe more than when I seen Tom Brady at the end on the Bucs, like towards the end when he literally couldn't throw the football anymore, when it would hang up in the air for 10 minutes, and he would be on the sidelines berating his offensive lineman. Like, Tom, you can't even throw the ball anymore. It's time to pack it in. And what I'm trying to say is Caleb Williams coming in as a young guy that hasn't won anything with his diva mentality, it'll turn an NFL locker room off so fast, it'll be like a freezer. It just turns everybody off. If I'm an NFL team, no thank you to Caleb Williams. The man needs a psychiatrist. You haven't won anything, and you think you're entitled to everything.